Hello, this is Marek Nelson at PDE Solutions, and in this video I'm going to show some of the basics of exporting a bounding mesh from Rhino 5 in OBJ format to be imported into FlexPDE 7. Now, it is very important to be working with a closed mesh. FlexPDE will be filling the volume of this mesh, so if it's not closed, then that will cause errors. The first thing to do is to name this mesh. This name will be used in the PDE script to assign material properties to the volume. The second thing you will want to do is identify any surface where you want to apply a boundary condition. Those cells will need to be extracted and grouped as such. So I will take the top here. They've now been extracted 10 faces. I am going to group them, and now I will give them a name. I will just call it top. Now we have two separate open meshes that form a closed mesh, but according to Rhino now they will be open. I will also extract the bottom faces. I will group them and name them bottom. So now we have three open meshes that form a closed mesh when combined. They all have the same name of cylinder because they are all part of that one object, but the top and bottom have named groups associated with them. You could also name the outside edge, but it's not required. FlexPDE will give it a default name that you could use later if you wanted to, but most important is if you want to apply a boundary condition, it's nice to have a convenient name. You could also triangulate that mesh. I think that's always a good idea. FlexPDE will accept quadrilateral meshes, but it's cleaner if you don't. I will go ahead and leave it quadrilateral and we can see what happens later. Alright, so now I'm going to export that mesh. I'm going to call it cylinder. Selected OBJ. Now it's very important at this point several things. We want to export the object names as OBJ objects. We want to export the group names as groups. We do not want to export texture coordinates, vertex normals, or material definitions. FlexPDE should ignore those if they exist in the file, but it's cleaner not to have those. You can also adjust the significant digits, but usually 5 to 8 is sufficient. Okay. Now let's look at what FlexPDE did with that. Let's open the cylinder, and you'll see there's a comment that this was generated by Rhino. We have a group called bottom that is also part of the object cylinder, a list of vertices and faces that make that up. Then there is more components to the object cylinder, which is the outer sleeve that we didn't give a group name, more vertices and faces. Then there's the top group, which belongs to the object cylinder, vertices and faces. At this point, you have exported a cylindrical bounding mesh with the top and bottom faces grouped and named so that FlexPDE will be able to apply boundary conditions and material properties. And we will address that in the next video.